Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
The pickup. 2nd and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play, it's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun. And able to connect with Berrios. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. Pierre Desir in on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
47-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Bell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 12. Now Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
23-yard line.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on, baby. Young lady, let's see what you got.
Again, Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. picked off by Jordan Poyer. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
A 19-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
49, 49, 49. I got you.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 49.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold, a screen to Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Bills 3, Jets nothing.
On 1st and 10, Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the Bills' 48-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole. And then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And Oliver made the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's Darnold. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
I'm coming after you. Oh, lady. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Slam, slam, slam. Oh, lady.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Darnold. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Singletary here running out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Darnold to throw again. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Darnold fighting Perriman there for a New York 1st down. Darnold on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Pick it up. Pick it up. 49. 49's a mark. 49's a mark.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
28-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
56.
From the gun, Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Operating from the gun, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
57, Mike, 57. Go, go, go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The sack by Jordan Willis. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
To try again after the sack. Allen setting up the screen for Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Let him know, let him know. Alert flare.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Jamison.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Bell. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Motion, motion. Here we go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike's 49.
Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it with Bell. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good, and it will tie things up at 6-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
Check. I can't believe what you play.
Singletary again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
50 Mike, 50
Now Allen off the bootleg. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st down, Bills.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen being chased out left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blesson Austin. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6.
Makes the score Jets 13, Bills 6. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Jets on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
They'll go again with Bell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run. Anderson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Rodney Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Allen throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25
Defensively
yards.
here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope when they had to slog their way downfield field. They got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
The kickoff.
yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap